All right, so it's Tanya with Life with Tanya, and I'm back with another 2 Cent Tuesday where I share my 2 cents about trending relationship topics or issues that I caught wind of while scrolling around on social media. So this topic for the week is mean girl energy. You're going to dive into what is it, why is it, and what can we do to resolve it. So my definition of mean girl energy is the shift in the atmosphere caused by women who are jealous, insecure, unhappy, etc. And these women are envious of the woman who came in and shifted the atmosphere due to her confidence and self-worth or whatnot. But why is that? So my guess is the women that are doing the hating and the criticizing, they are most likely involved in a toxic relationship where they are invalidated, unheard of, or emotionally neglected. Or they could have grew up in a household where their emotional needs were neglected as kids, and that's because one or more parents prioritize the relationship more than being a parent. And so what I mean by that is you probably were raised in a household where one of your parents was a narcissist and they were fully indulged in self. And the other parent was constantly consumed with trying to make the narcissistic parent happy and comfortable. So, of course, your parents provided your basic necessities of living. You got clothes, food, shelter, whatnot. But it's those emotional needs that went neglected because they were emotionally invested in themselves and trying to fix that relationship. But back to this mean girl energy that I'm talking about here. There was a time that I was in a toxic relationship, and on the inside, I was absolutely miserable, but on the outside, I had to pretend to people that we're good over here, or what's understood doesn't need to be explained, and all the other things to justify my emotionally dysfunctional relationship. But after years of being emotionally abused, manipulated, and having to compete with other women to save my toxic relationship, the negativity that I was storing on the inside was coming out with how I treated other women, or how I viewed other women when we were in close spaces together. So I would see a woman who was confident, happy, and authentic in an authentic relationship, or at least appeared to be, and I would immediately begin to try to find physical flaws with her to bring her down to the level that I was feeling about myself, which was at a very low place at the time. But it wasn't until I removed myself out of these toxic relationships that I began to fix my internal issues that caused me to envy happy women. Then I was able to dissolve this mean girl energy and become more of a girl's girl. So I became the woman that wanted to encourage and lift other women up. I began using what my experiences taught me to encourage other women to heal through their emotional abuse, and just celebrated other women in general. So being a girl's girl is not about paying dues to be a part of some secret society where you surround yourself with other mean girls and share an agenda of judging other women based on your collective insecurity. So overall, how can we get out of this phase of being a mean girl and just being a girl's girl, a supportive women, whatever you want to call it? Like I said earlier just now, what my belief is, when you get out of these toxic relationships and you become self-aware that you are engaging in this type of behavior, then you practice intentionality, if that's a word. You practice being intentional of complimenting other women, supporting and encouraging other women, and uplifting them, and complimenting her on her success, her hustle, her drive, and whatnot. So once this becomes a natural practice for you, you will notice that your confidence has been boosted and you begin to collaborate with other women instead of compete with other women. And eventually, your self-confidence will increase to a level to where toxic and inconsistent relationships no longer interest you. But there are plenty other ways to heal from this mean girl toxic energy, and I want to hear what you think. So maybe you were a former mean girl and you have some suggestions out there for us, or maybe you've been a victim of this mean girl energy. So share your 2 cents in the comments on how you think this epidemic can be resolved. And of course, if you are interested in these type of topics, these 2 Cent Tuesdays, like, subscribe, share with a friend, and see what we talk about next week. Until next time.